welcome to today's Speaky Card reading. Today's topic is compliments people give you behind your back, but you deserve to hear them anyways. And for that, as usual, you have two piles. Pile number one and pile number two. Now let's get started. And guys, if you like my content, then please support my channel. Now let's get started. Hello, Pile Van. Let's see compliments that people tend to give you behind your back, but you deserve to hear them for sure. Let me just peel the tea on that. Clearly, people compliment you on being a self made person, somebody who has a position, whatever position they have acquired in life, is through their own self hard work. Like, you are a very self made person. As I said, a lot of you could have actually come to a different country, to a different state. Everything you restarted on your own. A lot of you had to say goodbye to some toxic relationship and restart your life, but something you had to let go of, maybe your native country, your state, your own people, and you had to restart, and you have arrived. You have literally created with, like, you have taken other people's help, like people have helped you in the process, but it's basically your hard work, your determination, your passion that is giving you the fruits. And you are completely self-made. Like, you haven't, most of you haven't really inherited much in life. Everything that you have is self-created today. Ace of Swords, you have literally this red carpet. I can see you have created, life has given you this red carpet because of your own hard work, your work, your determination. A lot of you are very passionate about what you do. A lot of you are very, like, passionate, logical, creative. Like, there is a balance between the left brain and excuse me, the excuse me, the right and the left brain. Most people are either left brained or right brained. You are both. You have both left and right working in parallel. You are one of those people. You have used your skills and passion and hard work, everything in one, and that has given you this crown of success. I'm seeing you being seen as a successful person, and people compliment you for the hard work, the passion, the determination, the discipline, the dedication that you bring on table. You are a very progressive person. A lot of you had to literally go ahead in life after facing some debacle. I'm hearing repeatedly, you guys might have seen certain debacles where you felt like giving up, but you kept on pushing. And also, what I'm seeing is you guys are raring to go. You guys have a lot of energy. People compliment you. A lot of you have your in, like, energy being infectious. If you rub onto other, it tend to rub onto other people in a positive way. Like, if this person can achieve it, so can we. That kind of a thing happens. Like, people compliment you on the fact that, this person has come a long way, but still this person is not satisfied. They want to achieve more, they want to do more, they want to get more out of their lives. You're very good in the money making department. A lot of you could have been like serial entrepreneurs. Maybe you have a day job and do side hustles, and they are, some of them are pretty like good, especially during this part time of the year, Q4 and part of Q1. You guys really make a lot of bucks, which is like extra, and that has probably given your life that extra stability. It has added that extra layer of stability to your life. I'm seeing like you guys being like very, very good at making money. That's the thing I'm seeing. A lot of you guys, literally, there is an upgradation. People are noticing that, people are talking about it. When there is an upgradation in our life, in our lifestyle, that is something people notice. A lot of you have had some kind of promotion or pay rise, or maybe you have gone to a better place to live in. A lot of you are traveling around frequently thanks to your work. With like higher position comes a lot of work pressure. The way in which you dress have been upgraded, have changed and have been upgraded. Yeah, these, like, there's some real changes I'm seeing, especially in the worldly matters in your life, and people are noticing that, people are complimenting you, though those are related to positive changes. That is Two of Pentacles. Clearly you guys are very good multitaskers. A lot of you have a family, then have maybe a day job and two businesses. Everything you handle on your own. A lot of you could be homemakers as well. Like, everything, you have a very well sought after, like a very well sorted kind of a lifestyle, like your meal planning is usually in order, everything is usually in place. You are that kind of a sorted kind of a person, very sorted, very good at multitasking, because you efficiently run your home and businesses, everything. You tend to run very efficient. You're very, a lot of you could be Virgos, I'm getting a strong Virgo vibe. Virgo, Capricorns, Sagittarius, maybe some of you. Sagittarius. Yeah, you're very ambitious. Yes, with this too, Three of Wands and this Six of Wands, clearly with your ambition, passion, determination, you guys have created the life of your own today. The life that you have been able to create is because of the passion, ambition, drive, motivation that you have had to do better, to do more, and to achieve more in life, is something that I can see. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. You are a person who is like, you have been through a lot of debacle in life. You have been through a lot of, how shall I put it? A lot of, yeah, as I said, you have been through certain debacles. A lot of you had to say goodbye to a lot of toxic people in your life. Maybe it's your family member, maybe it's your toxic ex, those still who try to smear campaign, conducting all the smear campaigns behind your back. You are a person who is more like this tortoise. In spite of severe criticism, severe impediments, you never give up. People compliment this, not gonna give up no matter what kind of a mindset that you have. People really compliment that. People really respect that. What I'm seeing is you're one of those people who is really respected for their attitude. The attitude that you have is something that people really respect about you. Like, I'm not gonna give up no matter what, even if things are like life, you believe like life will show you ups and downs, like crests and troughs, and you'll have to learn to adjust to all of those. The Sun card, I'm seeing, like, you know what, you have a very charismatic presence. First of all, people consider you to be a success story. Your success is like a motivation for those who are struggling currently, that this is a person who has been through so many odds and obstacles, maybe not tower moments, but some of you had to shift your bases several times, felt like really insecure at times. But today I'm seeing you guys are shining brightly. That's what people are complimenting you on. That this is a person, and also you have a gorgeous persona. Most of you guys have a gorgeous persona, bright, brilliant persona about you. The Magician card, you could be like this infinite sign. What I'm seeing is you could be having infinite potential. A. Secondly, what I'm seeing is you have literally used the four elements of nature: air, water, fire, and the earth. Like literally, the Magician card is one of those magical cards, because people see that you have infinite potential, you have everything at your hand, and fantastic manifestation qualities. You guys have manifested your current reality with your own hard work, with your own passion and determination. I can see some massive changes happening. I'm seeing some major, massive changes happening. You are a person, you're being seen as a person who is literally, you have like infinite potential. You have been the alchemist of your own destiny. It's your hard work, it's your belief system, your belief in the universe, in your manifestation capabilities, and people compliment you on that. The Hierophant, you are somebody who is way wiser beyond their age. See how wise this person is, and people compliment you on your wisdom. You have fallen down, like life has literally punched you in the gut, You've fallen down but never gave up. Remember that lesson, that winners never quit and quitters, no, never win. They never win. But you are a winner. You're being seen as a wise winner. A lot of you could be career counselor, even if you're not like a therapist, counselor. Those things I can see with this card, because maybe you could be a teacher, a good teacher, or a mentor figure for a lot of people. Like wherever you work, probably people come to you for their life suggestions because they feel that you give terrific suggestions. Six of Wands, you are a person who is like, you are a person who is very well dressed, somebody who gets a lot of attention. I'm getting like you're getting a lot of romantic attention as well. I'm seeing that you are a person who is extremely uh, well put together. I'm seeing you putting in that extra effort to look better, to look more well put together. Somebody who is more sorted, somebody who knows how far they have come and where they need to go in their life. I'm seeing Six of Wands being a person who is very sorted, who gets a lot of attention in their life, and somebody who is really worthy. People compliment you on your self worth. Somebody who is very attractive. Four of Pentacles with this, I'm seeing like, there has been a time in your life when you have seen a lot of crunch regarding money, especially, but today you are a person who has the money, but you are not somebody who would believe in squandering it around. You do not believe in throwing your money around, and that is something you do not believe in showing off as such. Not designer outfits and designer clothes at the drop of a hat. Instead, you're more classy types, very well put together, well dressed, hair well made, very classy type people. That's what people compliment you on. Like, instead of being like, I'm not saying people showing off brands are not classy. It's just you're a more you love to maintain a more grounded profile, if that makes sense. Seven of Pentacles, you are a person who genuinely have today a very stable life, and you appreciate what you have, because there was a time you didn't have all this. You have worked night and day to reach wherever you have, and today you are appreciating the fact that you have so much in life. That's what I'm seeing. And people, like, you have this attitude of gratitude about you, and that is something that people really respect about you. That is something that people really appreciate about you themselves. Seven of Cups. Okay, two sevens back to back. Typically, you have manifested. This is a beautiful manifestation card. With this Seven of Cups, what I'm seeing is people compliment you on your manifestation capabilities. All right, guys, up till now, if you have followed my readings, if you like my content, then guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Guys, I'm trying to restart my channel, and your support means the world to me. So if you like my content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Queen of Swords, you are a person who is, you know you're a very sharp person, somebody who could also be pretty sharp tongued, who have had a lot of bitter experiences. Your ability to recognize people's true motivation, seeing to people's facade, as I say, is very strong. People, you tend to literally intimidate a lot of people. People dare not to mess with you. That is another thing, especially manipulators. They tend to stay the heck away from you. Be brave and honest. I'm seeing you are a person who is extremely brave, very honest, very determined, very brave, very honest, very down to earth, very hardworking. They know what they bring on table, but at the same time, they always tend to try and upgrade themselves. Your commitment has been tasted. There has been a time, especially, when you literally felt your fate, your destiny, the universe, everybody was conspiring against you, because no matter how hard you worked, the result that you received were not good enough at all. But today things have changed. Everything has changed for good, for better. the age of light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. You know what I'm seeing? You are a person who is like, you are like a source of light for a lot of people. You are like that source of light. You are that person who is extremely motivating. You are that person who is like that ray of light. Like, people tend to gravitate towards you a lot. So I'm seeing a lot of energy vampires would also gravitate towards you, because people, you guys are big time empaths. Clearly, this pile number one are strongly very capable yet very empathetic and compassionate people, and you guys are like, seriously, I'm seeing you guys are like a true motivation for a lot of people, and people compliment you on that. People also call you a visionary. You guys are very sorted when it comes to like where you want to see yourself at. Like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you know exactly where you want to be at. And that is another thing, like people call you, a lot of you could be like very progressive, very ahead of your times, and people really compliment you on that. Maybe Aquarius could be significant. I'm getting serious earthy signs like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, then Sagittarius, such bravery, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, more than Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, water signs can be there as well. Spider, what a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed. I'm seeing like, you are a person who tend to literally surround themselves with a lot of mystery. Like, you are not a very social person. Most of you are not very social person. People know of you, people know about you, but knowing you in person is not something which is very common. That is another thing I can see. And people are mesmerized by that, because when we don't get to know a person in detail, that is the time when we tend to be more mesmerized by them. Your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. You are a person who has worked very, very hard to reach wherever they have. Today, you are really realizing how difficult your life has been, how hard you have worked, and people really compliment you. Like, I'm seeing the compliments you get is, this person is known for their impeccable work ethics. This is a person, probably some people will call you, they're just workaholics. But you know what? Working that hard, keeping your motivations on, especially when the needles are not moving that much, it's a challenge in itself. Not many people will understand and appreciate that. So just let it be, let them go. Doesn't matter, those who do not appreciate you, just let them go. All right. Honeybee, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. With Honeybee, you are a very busy person, very like a workaholic person. That is something people compliment you on. Also, the compassion, you're very compassionate, very forgiving, very empathetic. That is something that people also compliment you on. Be bold and make the first move. I'm seeing a lot of you are extremely driven and very bold, especially when it comes to your own priorities, when it comes to your own life. A lot of you have taken some major out of the box kind of decisions which have paid off in life going forward, and that is something that people really compliment you on, that you are a person who has been very bold, extremely determined. Elements, you know what, with the magician and elements, clearly what people compliment you clearly as an alchemist of your own destiny. Somebody out of thin air who can create a lot of magic. That's something that I can see in you, that you guys have literally created magic in your life with your own hard work and with your manifestation capabilities. Have faith in your dreams. You are a person, when no one else believed, probably people laughed behind your back when you told them like where you want to be at. Like, today, those are the people who are supporting you, maybe. But there was a time when people used to laugh at you, but you always had faith in your own abilities, in your own dreams, that if I can dream about it, I can make it happen. Luck is on your side. Yeah, Sagittarius, I had said. And you know what? People also consider you to be lucky. Like, this is a person who came this far. It's because they got lucky at a lot of levels. That is something that people say about you. Gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. You are a person who is extremely compassionate, especially towards their family members. You are a person who is very compassionate, very determined, yet, like, the way, like, in spite of all the material success that you have, the way in which you treat your family and close friends, you haven't changed in that arena. That is something that people compliment behind your back. Birthing a new age, a lot of you are very progressive, like you are into bitcoins and something very progressive like AI, Chat GPT. They could be playing a significant role in your career going forward. It could be into research as well. A lot of you could be like biochemistry research, chemical chemistry related research, something biology related research is like very ahead of their times. A lot of Aquarian vibes. You know what people compliment you on is you are a person who is very driven, very ambitious, and is also, people feel that this is a person who's gonna really go places in life. This is a person who should be achieving a lot more than what they have already achieved in their lives. That's what people feel about you. Sorry. Princess, you can be your own knight. I'm seeing you are a person who is so focused, so driven, somebody who is so brave that they do not need a knight in shining armor to save themselves. You can save your own self. I'm always enough. Don't doubt your self worth. Exactly. When nobody believed in you, you believed in your own self. That is something that people tend to compliment you on because you are a person who literally learned to prioritize their own self, to have that faith in your own abilities. You deserve sugar and not salt. Exactly. You know what? Today you're no longer the people pleasing person, that timid person you used to be, because once somebody treats you bad way, you just tend to give them back. That's how things are for you. Slow down and celebrate yourself. You are a person who literally has learned to celebrate their own selves. Today, you have learned to celebrate, you have learned to prioritize and to let go of those people. No matter how respectful you have been, they could never respect you. Now, let them go. Be your own first priority. You are a person who is their own first priority. You are a person who is their own first priority, who has learned to reprioritize their own selves. This is a person who knows exactly what is right for them, and they don't really care what others would think about them. You are somebody who literally genuinely believes in self love and self prioritization. You're somebody who does not care, if I do it for myself, what would others say, like whether they will judge me or not. You just do what you feel is right for you, if that makes sense. And that is something, that sense of self worth is something that people compliment you on today. All right, guys, I hope you have some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please, please, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support means really the world to me. So if you like my content, please support my channel. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile 2. Let's see what's the compliment that people give you behind your back, but you guys definitely deserve to hear them. So you are getting that absolutely unfiltered. Right. Okay. So, first of all, you guys are very wise. You know, the fool too has always been a fool. There was a time when you were like a risk taker who would not think twice before taking the plunge. That kind of a risk taker you once used to be. But today you are a person who has turned themselves into a fool too. Somebody who knows what their worth is. Somebody who is exactly on point. Like, while you correctly, like, there was a time where you're very gullible, but today you correctly identify people with their intention. So you still take risks in life. You are a risk taker, you're not a risk averse person, but you have learned from your previous lessons. You at least try not to do the same mistakes twice or thrice over. That's something that people compliment you on. Clearly you are a giver. You are very compassionate, extremely giving, very generous, donating, charitable type. You are somebody who is very liberal, very compassionate, very ethical. A lot of you are probably into ethical way of living, veganism, things like off plastic. Those kind of things are probably important for a lot of you. A lot of you could be Libras, could be very justice driven, very fair and square. People see this Libra. A lot of Libra can be seen. I can definitely hear a lot of like Sun, Moon rising, or a Venus in Libra, or a Saturn. See, an exalted Saturn can also be seen for some of you. An exalted Saturn for some of you. Sorry. Clearly, Seven of Pentacles, you guys are those people who have always worked very hard. You have been a hard working person. Okay, Eight of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles back to back. Clearly, you are known for your work ethics, your hardworking nature. People compliment you on, like, whenever your topic is raised, people first can think of, what people can think of is how hardworking you are, how hardworking you've always been. Today, the results that you are reaping are because of all the hard work that you have put in once. You are a person who can literally get up in the morning, start working non-stop and not complain at all. The moon card, a lot of you could be Cancer, Pisces and Scorpios. You are a person who is very intuitive, very generous. You're known for your intuitive like gifts, your natural talents. A lot of you could be creatively talented, very much into yes, into spirituality and occult. A lot of you could be into like learning, like more like rather learning, leaning more into like occult related studies like astrology, tarot, crystals, reiki, some kind of like meditations, hatha yoga. Those kind of stuffs tend to come like naturally to you. You tend to like really gravitate towards this stuffs a lot. A lot of you could be spiritual teachers and spiritual healers as well. Page of Swords, you are a person who is like, you are extremely motivated, you are very driven, very focused. You are somebody who is literally, who is like moving ahead in life, who believes in conquering their life, in conquering like different, like for you the different milestones are like different conquering of, like you need to conquer one milestone after the other. You're that progressive, like always in a go 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 kind, proactive and go 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 kind of a mode you're in. That is something I can see that people compliment you on, that this is a person who is always proactive, very disciplined, very dedicated towards their work. All right, a lot of you have had some emotional baggage that you had to say goodbye to. And you are very, very, some of you could be lawyers, advocates, some way related to the law and legal system, judiciary. Some of you could be Libras. It's a double confirmation. A strong Libra. It doesn't have to be Sun, Moon, Rising. Remember, guys, Sun, Moon, Rising are only a part of your horoscopes. If you guys want me to do, I could do a little bit of horoscope inclusion here as well. But the thing is, it would still be a collective reading, right? So the Justice card typically tells me that a lot of you are very justice driven. You tend to stand up, you have the guts. People compliment you on having the guts. There was a time when you felt that the justice was not delivered to you. A lot of you were surrounded by narcissists, very like emotional vampires you were surrounded by, and you literally felt drained. You literally felt like, you know what, you are a person who has just given and given instead of getting anything in return. And today at last you're reaping the rewards. Also, another thing is, even now, especially at your workplace, in a work situation, you have a lot of enemies who are trying to pull you down, who are always like, you know, there were like these pins on your chair. They are more like that. That is something I can see. And also, people, you tend to anger a lot of people when you speak those unpopular truths. That is an, sorry guys, there is construction going on in my building, so there is a little bit of sound and noise coming in, though I'm trying to block as much as I can, but there are certain noises still, they are pouring in. Anyways, so what I can see is, like, you tend to speak the unpopular truth a lot, even in your society, in your family, elsewhere also. You become popular and unpopular. A lot of people tend to dislike you, speak behind your back. So that is another thing. See, there is like compliments in both ways. That is also a compliment. Like, very few people tend to have the guts that you have in the first place. So let's just face it. Now, the Hanged Man. First of all, you are a very awakened, enlightened kind of a person, very matured, somebody who has been through some real emotional turmoil in life, have come out as a winner on the other side, and now a lot of you try to help those who are in that situation. It doesn't have to be a therapist. Some of you could be into the legal system as lawyers. You had a difficult divorce, you had a difficult separation, you try to help those people who are going through difficult narcissistic marriages, if that makes sense. I'm just giving an example. Some of you could be like rights activists because you have been through a phase. Clearly, some of you literally felt that justice was denied to you at a certain point, and now you try to deliver that justice in a right way. Of course, in a right way, not like a joker, but in a right way to others who are in need. That is the situation I can see you in, and that is something people hate you for, but more people love you than hate you. All right. Hermit, clearly you are a person who is extremely like a silent stoic person, like other than your work, or like you are a person who would only speak, you can speak for hours on things and topics that are interesting to you, that are related to your work or family, but other than that, you are usually a very quiet, stoic, observant kind of a person, somebody who does not speak much, who tend to observe people, who prefer to observe people, very intelligent and observant kind of a person. Yeah, people also think this is a very competitive person. Like, especially what I'm saying is, on the outer face, people can't make out how competitive you are, but once they get to work with you, they understand that they are in a very competitive zone. You are not somebody who would give up easily. You could be a Capricorn, very much like a very, very strong Capricorn or a Leo. These two people, these two, even Gemini, these people are highly competitive. In my humble opinion, I've seen a lot of Leos and Capricorns. Of course, Geminis are known for being eloquent, competitive, social, gregarious, etc., etc. But both Leos and Capricorns, which we do not expect from them, they're highly competitive. All right. People also compliment you on the fact that you're a very strong, persevering, persistent, resilient kind of a persona. You are somebody who has endured a lot, but who knows what is right for them. You know what is right for you. You know what is the right thing to do and how much you need to do, how much you need to bring on table. Five of Wands, you are a very stable person. You're a very disciplined person. You are a person who is focused. You are somebody who is very reliable, dependable. You are like that shoulder to cry on for so many people. When things are not going as planned, people tend to freak out. You are like, you are very good at handling emergencies because you have been through way wars and you have come out of it. That gives you, when we face our fears and challenges head on, that tend to give us that extra confidence that you are portraying right now. All right, guys, Up until now, if you like my content, guys, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Guys, your support would mean the world to me. So please, please, please support my channel if you like my content. And now let's go ahead. Right, temperance. You are a person who is extremely balanced. With this temperance card, what I'm saying is a very strong, reliable, persistent, balanced kind of a person. Somebody who has seen a lot of life in a short time period. Also, what I'm saying is, people compliment you. As some of you are probably, don't get me wrong, probably not very conventionally gorgeous or handsome or beautiful, but you have an aura, a vibe about you which like makes you stand apart all the time. You tend to very naturally, a lot of you tend to stand out in the crowd just because of your own persona. It's your own aura that makes you stand out in the crowd. That's something that I can see. Six of Pentacles, you are a person who is extremely nurturing, kind, maternal, and giving towards those who are in need. You are a person who is very caring, very generous, especially towards the kids, small children, small animals, and also to the elderly, especially basically those towards those who do not have a voice for their own selves. I'm getting a lot of lawyers, paralegals, advocates. Like you tend to be very compassionate towards the have nots and those who cannot stand up for themselves, because there was a time when you were in that position. A lot of you have come a long way in life, unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. There was a time when you literally felt like bound. See, this bondages, you have released those bondages. Your past can no longer define your future. That is something that I can see in you. Rattlesnake, the experiences that you are presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. A lot of you could be medical doctors, naturopaths, herbalists, dentists, nurses, somewhere related to the healing profession, a spiritual guru, a therapist, a counselor, a career counselor, in emotional health counselor, anything. Like somewhere you are a healer. Somewhere there you are a healer. Journey. Daughters of a mother, of workers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you own. Clearly, you have created this own path for yourself. You are being seen. People compliment you behind your back regarding how accomplished you are, how far you have come in life, how much you have been able to achieve in this life of yours. Meditate and contemplate. Pisces moon, you are a person who is very much into meditation, into life in quiet contemplation. You are somebody who genuinely believes in meditation. A lot of you tend to, a lot of you, I'm seeing you stay at a place where you're surrounded naturally by a lot of nature, loads of buds. Like you get up when there are loads of buds everywhere, then loads of bustling sound of like air through the leaves. So those kind of things happen around you. You tend to be surrounded by nature and natural sounds and natural elements a lot. That is something. Another thing rather, that is something that makes you stand out. That is something that people compliment you on, that this is a person who has really created a heaven for their own selves, where this, like where you stay, your pad, the where you stay is like a heaven for a lot of people. You literally live in the lap of the nature. Moon, take note of the intuitive messages. You are a person who is extremely intuitive, very driven, very focused, very intuitive, very spiritual, occult, related to the occult. You're leaning towards occult sciences, and learning the occult studies is very much there. All right, guys, if you like my content, guys, please, please, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. I'm trying to restart my channel, so if you like my content, then please support me. Thank you. All right. Roadrunner, Keep your sense of humor and do not take things so seriously. You are a person who does not believe in taking things seriously. You are a person who is extremely, like, you are a, as they say, you are a true winner in life when you can retain your sense of humor even during your dark times, when during you're going through some kind of emergencies, but still you can retain your sense of humor intact. You are one of those people who knows exactly, like, your sense of humor is usually on point. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you are a person who has a very strong sense of humor. Awakening, literally, energetic upgrades, new way of being, integration. you know People literally see you as somebody who is very enlightened, very awakened, very related to the spirituality and nature. You tend to naturally attract a lot of people. A lot of you are very naturally, intuitively blessed, in the sense that you have said something to somebody, predicted, and people have laughed at you at, like, initially at first they have laughed at you, but then it turned out to be so that things that you said actually came true. And then, like, with this intuitive messages and awakening, a lot of you could be very much into law of attraction, law of assumption, law of manifestation. Those things could also be important. Meditations, yoga, this kind of a lifestyle, very grounded, more closer to the roots, a lot of oriental values in place. Those things are very important. Maybe into ayurveda as well, naturopathy and ayurveda and unani. Those things are also very important. That is a integral part of your lifestyle for a lot of you, and I can see that people really appreciating you for that. Be devoted and committed. You are a person who is extremely committed, devoted, down to earth, focused. You are a person who knows what exactly is right for them to do, and you have got no problem putting in 18 hours of work if that's what it takes to achieve what you're supposed to achieve. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Exactly. You are a very logical, at, like, there is a very good, as the say, the balance between practicality, pragmatism and spirituality. You are a live example of that. You are very grounded, very focused, very disciplined, very regimented, almost like a soldier, like on one side. On the other, you are highly sensitive, extremely empathetic, totally connected to nature, with your surroundings. Excuse me. You are somebody who is a bit of both, if that makes sense. You have a bit of both in you. That's what I can see. High priest, intend and create. You are a person whose, like, manifestation capabilities are very strong. You have very strong intention about you. I'm seeing a lot of you guys are fantastic manifester. You guys can literally manifest anything that you put your mind to. That is the kind of manifestation I can see in you. You are a person who can literally create anything out of nowhere. I'm seeing that you are a person who is so good at manifesting things. Take time to breathe out. You are a person also. Taking time to breathe out means you tend to work a lot. A lot of those well meaning people will probably not call you a workaholic or be that insensitive, but they are more bothered about your health. They feel that your health will fall apart if you guys keep on working this hard. Like, a lot of you also could be content creators or very active on social media, so what they want to, like, tell you is, on the good way, on the good side, in a good way, that, guys, you should probably relax, unwind a bit more, maybe focus on self-care a little bit more. Confidence is the key to your success. I told you Leo can be significant for a lot of you as well. All right. Confidence. People think that it's your confidence that is, sorry, it's really very noisy today. Confidence has been the key which has given you so much success in this life. You have always been a very confident, determined kind of a person, which has given you so much success in your life. Mountains. Stand your ground. You are a person who knows what is right for them. You are a person who is, like, you know Stand your ground is like you know what is right, and you have got no problem speaking those unpopular truths. Repeatedly, I'm getting this message for you guys. So, you are probably known for dishing out those unpopular but very much needed kind of suggestions to people. So people love you for that, respect you for that, also hate you for that. That is something that I'm seeing for you, like a love hate relationship in a lot of cases. You're good enough. Like people literally, Virgo, of course, you guys, people literally think of you as somebody who is extremely capable. All right, I love this connected messages. Storm, every hurricane comes to an end. You are a person. Literally, you have endured a lot of storms. You have endured a lot of hurricane. I'm seeing like today, everything is slowly but surely coming to an end. Everything is slowly, your life is slowly but seriously changing and transforming into a better version of itself. You are somebody who is really changing their life for better. Expectations don't seek anyone's approval. You are a person who no longer seeks other people's approval. There was a time when you used to be a people pleaser, but today you are not. You no longer care what others' opinions are about you. Lioness, you have earned yourself all the stripes. I'm seeing that you have become a person like people. Okay, first of all, Leo can be significant. Absolutely. Secondly, you have literally a lot of you, your life has been like a battlefield. You had to fight very, very hard. You literally fought tooth and nail to reach wherever you have. And people really respect you for that. People really give you the credit for all the fights that you have been into, that you have both won and lost. Start a revolution. A lot of people probably will call you a rebel. A lot of people, like, you tend to stand up and protest. Like, this is something, if you feel that is not fair, you are one of those people who still have retained the strength in their backbone to stand up and say that, you know what, the king is naked. I don't care what you think, but the king is still naked. Alright, guys, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please, please, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support literally means the world to me. So, if you really like my content, then please consider supporting my channel. Thank you. Namaste.